Okay, hey y'all, welcome to my channel if you've been here before, and welcome back if you are new. Today I'm going to show you how to make this really cute heart top. This is like a little Valentine's Day theme, love theme, whatever. But yeah, I'm using, material wise, okay, let's get into that. Scissors, a 4.5mm hook, and we're going to use some yarn. I used this in my last video. Without further ado, without a lot of chit chatter, let's get into it. Okay, to start, you can do a foundation double crochet row of 7. A lot of people don't know how to do foundation double crochet though, so I'm going to show you how to do the chain way. So we are going to chain 8, place a double crochet in the 3rd chain space from the hook. Then we're going to place a double crochet in the remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. The chain 2 here at the beginning will count as our first double crochet. So you should have 6 double crochets in the chain 2. If chain 2 is too small for you, you can chain 9 and work in the 4th chain space from the hook. For our next row, we are going to chain 2 and turn it work. If chain 2 is too small for you, you can chain 3. We're going to skip the first space and we're going to place a double crochet in every remaining double crochet top. So you have 5 double crochets on the double crochet tops. And when you reach this last space with your chain 2 or chain 3, you are going to place a double crochet right there. So in total, you have 6 double crochet in that chain 2, so 7 double crochets. Okay, for our next row, we are going to want to add 14 double crochets. So we're going to do 7 in the beginning, 7 in the end. So to do that, the same amount of chains you did down here, you'll do it now. So I'm going to do 8. And we're going to do exactly what we did here. So we're just going to be recreating this section. So I am going to place a double crochet in the 3rd space from the hook and in the remaining 5 chain spaces. Okay, now that my double crochets are done, I'm going to chain 3. We're going to begin working on the bottom of the heart. Count over to the 4th double crochet top. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to single crochet there. I'm going to chain 3. And now we're going to do foundation double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into that top of the chain 2 or chain 3, pull through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm going to do this till I have 7 double crochets. So that's 1. For the second one, yarn over, go in the bottom of that stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And I'm going to do this till I have a total of 7. Okay, I have my 7 done. Now for the second row of the heart, chain 2 or 3, turn your work, and work in this as normal, just like we did here. Oops. Don't forget to skip the first space. Okay, you should have a total of 6 double crochet plus the chain. Now we're going to chain 5. We're going to slip stitch into the 2nd and 3rd chain from the hook. Then we're going to chain 2. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to double crochet on these tops and double crochet in the chain space. Okay, so now that we have our 2 rows of that, we're going to do another row where we add 14. And you'll also see the heart actually form with this row. So we're going to chain 9 or 8 depending on what you did. And then you're going to go into the 3rd or 4th chain space and just start working. And just like we did on this gap space, we are going to chain 3, single crochet in the 4th, and chain 3. Okay, so for this row on out, whenever you're working the bottom V section, you'll notice you don't really have enough to do 7 in this middle. So what we're gonna do is in this 7th double crochet top, we're going to double crochet. You're gonna double crochet the chain 2. We're gonna double crochet in the space that we did the slip stitching. You're gonna double crochet in the chain 2. And we're gonna double crochet in the 1st double crochet top. So now we have our 7 and our first heart is formed. We're gonna chain 3. Still go over to that 4th space. From your double crochet, you have 2 double crochet tops. You're gonna go in the 3rd one. Then you're gonna chain 3. Skip 2 double crochet tops and go right here in that chain spot with your foundations. Okay, remember we're going to add a foundation of 7. Okay, so now that I have my row 5 done, every other row from here on out will be a repeat of rows 4 and 5, 4 and 5, 4 and 5. So on the blank spaces, you're just going to double crochet. In the gap spaces or design spaces, you're either going to work your V bottom or at the top. And then for after you have 2 rows of just basic double crochet in a block, you know you'll be increasing on each side, adding 7 to each side. So we'll be adding a total of 14 to each row. Me, I'm going to work for a total of 5 rows of heart design. If you find any of this confusing, you can always reach out to me in the comments or on any of my social medias for clarity. Okay, so once you've reached your desired length, you should end off on your heart top row. So that's where I'm at now. I just measured it. It came out to be like about 41 centimeters without stretch. But this is really stretchy. So yeah. Once you have your desired length, all we're going to be doing is double crocheting normal. You can add a texture stitch if you want to. It's going to chain however many you chain at the end. So my chain is 2. Turn that work. Skip the first stitch. And just double crochet as normal. Okay, on this top of the chain spaces, double crochet in that slip stitch, double crochet in the chain 2. We are going to double crochet. And we're just going to keep on doing this until we reach our desired length. So we're just going to double crochet as normal. So I'm going to do it until I have the amount of rows I want. Remember, if you have any questions, find anything confusing or complicated, reach out to me. I am almost always available to answer questions. Okay, so off camera I worked a total of 14 rows of just double crocheting as normal. This is what we have. So I am done with the body portion of the top. All I'm going to do is snip off my yarn. I'm going to leave a little tail so I can just weave that in. And the body is done. Okay. So now we're just going to do our mid scrunching. And for that, find the middle. It should be easy. Just follow this 7. So our middle is about here. I'm going to start scrunching here. You can scrunch as much or as little as you want. That's what I have. Okay, I'm just going to add this clip to hold as much scrunching as I can. I have a lot of clips. And just do this. Okay. With the yarn of the same color, I'm just gonna cut off a tail. I'm just gonna weave this in here and I'm gonna sew this just so we can secure this scruncher. And take these off. I'm gonna go in the top. Make sure I go through every row of scrunching. I'm gonna come back through. I'm just gonna tie this. I'm gonna do a double knot. And with the rest of this, I'm gonna weave it in. Look at that. It's coming along real nice. So the last and final part, besides weaving in everything, we're gonna have to do our straps. So I'll show you how I'm gonna do my straps. You don't have to follow the way I'm doing my straps. You could do one of my straps from the butterfly tops. It all depends on the amount of rows you have, but yeah. Okay, so for my straps, I'm gonna start with a slip knot. Make that slip knot, and then I'm gonna chain 81. I'll come back once this chain is finished to show you what to do next. Okay, so I have my chain of 81 completed, and now we are going to single crochet down this side. So since we did double crochet, you should have 2 single crochet per row. That's all we're gonna do. Okay, so now I worked down the edge some. I'm at like kind of a midway point, and what I'm gonna do now is add this little loop, and it'll just be like, so you can do cute and different ties. You don't have to do this, it's completely optional. I'm gonna chain up 6. I'm gonna slip stitch into that first chain I did. And then I'm gonna finish working down this row as normal with just single crochet, 2 single crochet per row. Okay, once we get to the end, we're gonna finish that with a single crochet, and we are going to chain 81. I'll meet you once my 81 are done, and I'll show you how it looks on my mannequin. So this is all we have to do left, and your top will be finished.